correctly, that should be on the left, and I don't remember correctly.
It is. And here's Ringo.
It should be on the right.
It is. Nor the hell are we.
What's in the middle?
Nothing.
That's where we are.
In nothing?
That's right. For a fellow of my fine potentialities, it's a great place to be. We'll find our way out when the sun comes up in the morning.
Fine couple of game hunters we are. We come all the way over here from New York, and when the first night out, we get lost.
Maybe we should have taken the high road instead of the low road. Care for a drink?
No thanks.
Good, at least more for me.
Didn't you tell me you were going to cut down on that stuff?
I did, but I'm a terrible liar. Besides, I found out that it doesn't pay. I remember I was going with this wonderful girl who used to plead with me to give it up. And so one day I did. Then I found out we had absolutely nothing to talk about, so we broke up.
Something about this forest. It gives me the feeling of being in a cathedral.
Well, if we were, I would know where the exit was.
You don't believe in anything, do you?
Of course I do.
Really? What?
Practically anything I can understand. You know, things that are real to me. Things I can taste, touch, hear, see, smell, and especially swallow.
What about the things you don't understand?
I disregard them.
It seems very easy, doesn't it?
Comfortable is the word.
I envy you, Jeff.
Why?
You seem to be so satisfied.
I am, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You have a fine job, you're engaged to a fine woman, and you're lost in a fine forest. What more could you ask for?
I don't know. Something seems wrong, especially with Jane and me. It makes everything seem wrong. Look how I postponed getting married. I just can't get myself to that altar.
Well, I don't know what could be wrong with it. She's young, attractive, fits right into the niche of your life. Besides that, she loves you in just the proper amount.
What's the proper amount?
Enough to satisfy you, not enough to embarrass your friends.
Looks ideal, doesn't it? But why don't I see it? I must be lacking somewhere.
Now, don't start working yourself into an inferiority complex. You don't deserve it.
What do you mean?
Well, most of my friends who have inferiority complexes are actually right. They're not as good as you've got a lot going for you. Where do you think we are?
Wait a minute. You hear that? Look, over there.
Looks like a village.
It is.
I thought you said there were no towns listed on the map.
I did. Look, see where that village is? There's a peculiar heavy fog all around it.
There's no mist in the valley.
Near on the village. Let's walk over to it. It can't be too far from here.
Wait a minute. Now here's about this.
I'm down in there at the square, laddie. Come ye to the fair. Ale for sale was bartered there at the square, laddie. Come ye Harry, put down that book and help your father. You might need to get the light to weep in business.
I'll never like the weep in business, father. You know it, Clarence.
Well, tell Angus McPherson we need some eggs. I'll give him enough wool for a pair of trousers for enough eggs for our dinner.
Right, father.
Good morning, Mr. McLaren.
Good day, Archie.
And good morning to your two bonny daughters.
Good morning, Mr. Beaton.
And what would you be looking for, Miss Fiona?
A waistcoat for my father for the wedding.
Of course. You and young Charlie Galvin are getting married this evening, aren't you, Miss Keith?
Hi, Mr. Beacon.
Well, if you had to choose someone besides my son, Harry, I'm glad there's a lad as fine as Charlie.
Hi, Mr. Beacon.
Oh, you'll be happy to lark in the glen.
Hi, Mr. Beacon.
Jean is a wee bit short of words, Mr. Beaton.
Father says I shouldn't have talked too much. He says when I speak I sound so happy that he finds it annoying.
Isn't that what you say, Mr. McLaren?
Ah, I did, Archie. And besides, when a lass gets married, she must be used to listening and not talking.
Well, I do not think Charlie will have that trouble with Jean. She's a good maiden.
Archie, all maidens are good. So then tell me, where do the bad wines come from? Friends, Mr. Lundy has written upon this parchment a few reminders. He has asked me to hang it in the public square, where ye all can see it and be reminded. This is the second day of our lesson, and this is to remind you of the obligations that we have so gratefully accepted. And so I shall hang it in the square, as I told Mr. Lundy that I would.
Your father sort of likes to take charge of things, doesn't he, Miss Fiona?
Aye, especially after everything's been done. Would you have a waistcoat of this, Mr. Beaton?
Well, I think so, Miss Fiona.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, Jean.
How are you today?
Well, how do you expect me to be? Today's your wedding day, isn't it?
I'm truly sorry.
Well, dinna be. If anybody's gonna pity me, let it be me. Trapped forever without ye in this peasant village.
Harry, what did Angus say?
Oh, I forgot.
Good morning, Harry.
Oh, hello, Fiona. It just isn't fair for Charlie Dalrymple to be wedding you, Jean. He's got everything. School in Edinburgh and now ye. And I've got nothing.
Harry, take this material up to the house and see if there's a waistcoat of it there.
Nothing but to be doing this the rest of my life.
Why didn't you pay more attention to Maggie Anderson? You know she has a yearning for you.
Oh, I father.
Oh, Fiona, I feel so sorry for it. I know, darling. Mr. Beacon, you didn't hate me for not loving Harry, do you?
Oh, of course not. It is not your fault, Miss Kitty. I sometimes think that the only woman that could have loved him and helped him was his mother. Rest her soul.
Come, Jean. You're going to stay with your father today. And Fiona, you'll be certain to buy everything that's needed for the wedding supper. Mind you, just what's needed. My aim on this occasion is to be hospitable, not philanthropic.
Yes, Father.
Come, child.
Who sent the Weskin to the house, Mr. Beaton?
Aye, Miss Fiona.
Ah, good morning, Meg.
Good morning, Fiona.
A gin and cream, please.
Mr. McPherson will be pleased as the last wine for a change.
Why?
Oh, when the lads went shopping, they looked so handsome, I didn't like to ask them for money.
But you'll never make a profit doing that.
No, but I make a lot of friends. Is this for the wedding tonight?
I.
Fiona, when are you going to think about marriage for yourself?
Oh, but I need someone who makes me think of it.
And you haven't found anyone up to now that makes you think of it?
No. You see, I didn't want to just get married. I think you should leave it. When you and I are to stick together so fiercely, that get married is the only way to do it that's proper.
That's an unusual idea, Fiona.
Many a lassie, as everyone knows, will try to be married before 25. So she'll agree to most any proposal. All he must be is a man and alive. I hold a dream that there's no compromising. I know there's one certain laddie for me. One day he'll come walking o'er the horizon. But should he not, then an old maid I'll be. For
Brigadoon.
Brigadoon?
Aye.
That's funny, there's no towns called Brigadoon on the map.
I shouldn't be surprised.
You mean you know it's not on the map?
Aye.
A little snobbish of you, don't you think?
Why isn't it on the map?
For good and sound reasons.
Why are you all dressed up? Is this the day they take pictures for the postcards?
We're not dressed up.
You mean you always go around with new clothes on?
No.
Stop, come on, somebody, tell me what's going on here. What is this?
We're having a fair.
Oh, is that milk you were selling over there?
Aye.
Can I buy some? I'm very thirsty, we've been walking all night.
Well, I'll have to see your money first.
What?
What'd you give him, a hunk of uranium?
Just a shilling. What a layout this is.
It's very interesting, sir, but it does me no good.
What do you mean it does you no good? Sell me something and it will.
I'm sorry, I cannot say anything. However, if you're thirsty, I'll give you some milk.
No thanks, I don't want any favors.
I see from the coin you're from England.
No, we're from America.
You're Americans?
I am. He's from New Jersey. Come on, boy, let's get out of here.
Oh, wait, please. We didn't mean to act so mean. We're just a wee bit taken aback. People didn't come here very often.
Well, I can understand why people treat us as if we just dropped in from another planet. Does that amuse you?
Aye, very much.
I think.
Obviously, the daughter of two first cousins.
If you were walking all right, you must be hungry and tired. We need like a place to lie down and some food to eat before you start back.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Good. My name is Fiona McLaren.
I'm Tommy Albright. And this is Jeff Douglas.
How do you do, sir?
I'm Meg Cameron.
Glad you're happy about it.
There's a little tavern on the next street where you can get some food.
I'll take you to it.
Go ahead, Jeff. I'll call you in first.
No, next time.
Excuse me, sir, but is Miss Meg taking care of you, sir?
I guess so. Why?
Well, I have these plaid trousers in my booth, and if after you leave the tavern, if Miss Meg should take you someplace for some rest, and you should happen to rip your trousers on the thistle, well, I'd be happy to replace them for you.
Thanks anyway, old man, but I don't plan on getting stuck.
You did not know it, laddie, but you're stuck already.
Get down to your cellar, Mr. Beacon.
Tommy.
What a place. Do you have a phone around here?
A phone?
Yes.
I didn't think we had one.
No phone?
No, sir.
Tell me, what's so strange about this place?
Why, nothing, sir. You're the one who's strange.
Johnny! Here's a bundle of chicken! Have a gram of good luck with me!
Aye, the men bridegroom himself.
Bridegroom?
Aye,
Good morning, darling.
he's marrying my sister this evening.
Oh,
Good morning, sir.
good morning.
Charlie, this is Tommy Albright. He just happened in a little while ago.
Oh, why, of course. Welcome to you, sir.
Thanks. Welcome to you.
Here's your dram, Charlie.
Thank you, Angus.
How about ye, sir? Some claret?
Thanks.
I think I'll drink this one to Mr. Forsyth. I just hope he knows how grateful I am for postponing the miracle for me.
The what?
And may God bless me this evening, as much as I would bless him if I were he and he were Charles McPherson Dalrymple.
What was that you said about postponing a miracle?
Oh, a tit a toast we have here.
Take it down. I'll explain it sometime.
Say, that's wonderful. May I have another?
Oh, that was a wedding gesture, sir. From now on, 'tis for sale only.
I was like to Al and Claire for the wedding. Come with me and you can have some more.
Woolens, plaids. Hey,
He's an odd man, isn't he?
Aye, he has a very peculiar accent.
I wonder what American women must be like.
Oh, I didn't wonder about women anymore, Angus.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not allowed to.
That's right, Johnny. You're through with Alaska for good, aren't you?
I used to be a roving lad, a roving, a wandering life. I had on any lass I'd frown who would try to tie me down. But then one day I saw a maid who held out her hand and I stayed and stayed. For to soon across the green I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. when we are wedded, the friendship ends, they never come to call. So farewell to one and all, farewell to all the lads I knew. I'll see them again when they're married too. For soon across the green, I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, go home, go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. But I used to know a lass with an N and her name was Jo, and every night at 10 I would meet her in the glen. But now I'll not see her again, especially not in the glen at 10. For soon across the green I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, go home, go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, go home. I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. Hello to married men I've known. I'll soon have a wife and leave yours alone. A bonny wife indeed, and she's all I'll ever need. With Bonnie Jean my days will fly, and love her I will to the day I die. That's why across the green I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, go home, go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, I'll go home with Bonnie Jean. Balding. Go home, go home, go home with Bonnie Jean. Go home, go home, go home with Bonnie Jean. Oh no, Davy, I'll deal with it. Oh, no, stay for the wedding supper.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be here that long.
Oh, it is a pity.
Charlie, what are we going to do all day?
Rest, Davy. Rest.
He's a nice kid.
I see that.
Wonderfully refreshing to see a fellow so enthusiastic about getting married.
Is it so unusual?
Oh, I think it is. Look at me. I'm not bubbling over like Charlie, and next month I'm facing the minister.
You're getting married?
Yes.
Oh,
what?
I'm very surprised. You didn't look like the sort of lad who wants to settle down.
I didn't say that. I just said that I was getting married.
Well, if you feel that way about it, why are you?
Because the girl wants.
Is that a reason enough?
Well, sure, I don't know how it is here in the Highlands, but in my neighborhood, if you've been going with a woman for a while, she decides she wants to get married, you better agree right away and save yourself a lot of trouble.
Why?
Well, because if you don't, she'll either torment you so you marry her for relief, or she'll be so sweet about it that you feel guilty and your conscience will make you.
I must say, it didn't sound like you love her very much.
It doesn't, does
And
it?
it also sounds like a very peculiar land you come from.
Well, believe me, lass, this isn't the usual Hamlet off the highway either. What was that business with Charlie and the man who postponed the miracle?
Oh, that. I cannot say.
But you said you'd tell me later.
I know, but I cannot say.
That's fine. You know, if I stick around this place long enough, I'll probably discover that everyone in it's slightly nutty. Is that possible?
I cannot say.
Why not?
Because I didn't know what nutty means.
It means slightly insane.
Well then, I can assure you, we're far from insane. We're a most blessed group of people, and I never realized until I meet someone from the me outside. I mean, a stranger to Brigadoon. I don't know anything about you, but from everything you said and everything you think, I think differently about. And now I'm also quite certain that what I think is so much more pleasant. And now I'm sorry I said all that, but you angered me when you called us insane.
Hey, you don't like me very much, do you?
Well, that's the odd part. I like you very much. I just don't like anything you say.
Fiona,
I.
if I were to stick around here today, would you take me to the wedding this evening?
Why do you suddenly want to go?
I cannot say.
Well, then, I'll take you. And I'll be highly pleased you'll be there.
You will? Why?
Because of what I just told you. I like you very much.
That's right. You did say that, didn't you?
And now I'll find you a place to lie down and rest.
What are you going to do?
Gather some heather for the wedding.
And where are you going to do that?
On the hill where the heather is.
May I go with you?
Oh, no. I'll do it much faster alone.
I won't bother you, really. Maybe I'll go with
And we two go walking together round beyond the valley of trees, out where there's a hillside of heather, singing gently in the breeze. That's what I like to do, with you. The mysteries in the clover.
It almost sounded like I was making love to you.
Oh, no. There is a big difference between making love and just being sentimental because you're tired.
Is that what I would be? Sentimental because I'm tired?
I believe so. But it's very agreeable. Mr. Mexican
right now seems about 2,000 years ago.
You mean you're tired?
I asked you, I'm tired. Isn't that why you brought me up here? So I can take a nap?
I should not think of long walking to seek a young lad like you.
Young lad? Huh.
Hi, you're very young.
That's either wishful thinking or a deliberate lie. I'm ancient, old, decrepit, and disintegrating rapidly.
Hi?
What's under here, a rock garden?
My father used to sleep on it.
That was his second mistake.
Yes, my mother read here. You see, my mother was a gypsy.
Uh-huh.
And one day she was walking past, and she saw my father asleep on a cot. She liked his looks, and she was really tired anyhow. So she sat down in the rocking chair, took off her shoes, and waited for him to wake up. And it wasn't long after that I was born.
That's one of the sweetest bedtime stories I've ever heard.
You sure you're comfortable?
Yes, very. Thank you very much. You've been more than kind. Now, if I could have found out your generosity, buzz off.
Oh, you're a broad, handsome lad.
You should see me when I'm rested. I'm almost robust.
Hey, believe that.
I think you should. I make all sorts of odd, strange noises when I sleep.
Who told you? Do you have a wife?
No, but I was engaged once.
What happened to the last you were engaged to?
She fell in love with someone else.
Oh, you're a winning lad. All right, winning lad.
Look, Lassie, I really don't know what you're after, but I don't want to. I want to go to sleep.
What didn't I see? I'm highly attracted to you.
Well, thank you very much. We'll discuss this whole problem after I wake up from my nap. And believe me, you have a problem.
I see you lying there. I feel little tadpoles jumping up my back.
That's the most repulsive idea I've ever heard in my life. You know, if sex were a hobby, you'd be a collector's item.
I was like a breaking along.
Go!
Oh, you men are all alike.
I should certainly hope so.
You get what you got from the last sentence. Farewell.
Get what I want? I can't even get you to go away.
Well, that's what I'm referring to. I thought you were interested in me, and that's why you let me bring you here. You misled me.
You have one hell of an imagination. Can you think of one good reason why I, a strange man, would be interested in you, a strange woman, and at this hour of the day?
Of course I can. Because you're the lad, and I'm the last.
Well, with that philosophy, you'd probably have a very provocative career.
I don't break many heartbreaks.
I don't doubt that at all.
At 16 years I was blue and sad. Then father said I should find a lad. So I set out to become a wife and found the real love of my life. His name it was Chris and the last was McGill. I met him one night picking flowers on a hill. He had lots of charm and a certain kind of touch and a certain kind of eagerness that pleased me very much. So then he moved where romance of his dreams. I gave him my heart and a few other things. I don't know how long that I stayed upon that hill, but the moon had disappeared and so I can't remember you. So I went home and I thought I'd die, till father said make another try. So out I went to become a wife and found the real love of my life. He came from the lowlands of me. I saw him and knew he would hurt for me. Just one thing that puzzled me and it always will was he told me he had heard about me from his point of view. We quickly fell in love and went down by the gate. The next day he said he'd be back in a week, and I thought he would, for how was I to know that of all the lowland lasses there was never one so low. I told my father the awful truth. He said, what difference you've got your youth. So out I went, glad to be a wife, and found the real love of my life. Oh, he was at home with a line from the sea. He read me some words he had written for me. He said they would move me the post from his pen, and how right he was because they must be wrong. Someone who's too old to hope to run. So I still love you to be a wife and find a
Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Pack all her clothes. Tonight away she goes. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. The town knows. Tonight away she goes. What's with all the clothes, all the these and those? Why do you suppose she never froze? Panties for her nose, ribbons for her bows, closet for her hose, slippers for her toes. Pack all her clothes, tonight away she goes. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Pack all her clothes. Tonight away she goes. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. Jeannie's packing up. Jeannie's moving out. The town knows. Tonight away she goes.
Hello? I, Charles McPherson Dalrymple, tonight the founder of a new clan. Where's Jean?
She's in the other room.
Quiet now, Charlie. You're not supposed to see Jeannie aboard the web. It brings bad luck.
Really, sir?
Here is the Bible. Take it and sign it right under the name of your dear departed wife. Come in.
Dear Miss McLaren, I brought you your basket.
Thank you, Harry. It's good to see you. Wait a minute, lad.
What?
Why didn't you take my hand? I'm not your enemy.
You may not mean to be, but you are. And so is everyone else in this town.
Well, what is it, lad? Why do you go about hating everybody?
I couldn't get through this day seeing her marry someone else if I didn't. What can I do? What can anyone do but hate when you realize your life didn't mean a damn? I cannot leave here. I cannot go to the university and make something of myself. And I'm not Jane. So there's nothing left to do but hate. Hate everyone and everything in this cursed town.
You'll never find any peace by hating, lad. It only shuts you off more from the world. And this is only a cursed town if you make it so. For the rest of us, this is a blessed place.
Then he can keep it.
Well, all done. Who is that?
It's my Westgate name.
Jeannie!
And obey her, lad. You'll spoil her.
Oh, but I can hardly wait for the wedding. Jean! Because they told me I can't behold ye till wedding music starts playing. to ease my longing. There's nothing wrong in me standing out here and saying, oh, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away. Come dearie near me so ye can hear me. I want to whisper this softly. For though I'm burning to shout my yearning, the words come tiptoeing up thee. Oh, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away. Oh, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away.
Jean, aren't you going to greet our guest?
Greetings.
Fiona, where have you been? You know I cannot just now. You need to sign it to dress. I'm so cold. You see, I knew we did our part, you know.
I know, but I'm not sorry.
Wait for me. I shall be for a few minutes.
Fiona.
Hi, Lang.
Hi, where have you been?
Nice place you got here. Look at the apartment I got. Built it last year.
Not it.
Thistles. What? Never mind, a professional secret. My case will be ready shortly. Oh, by the way, disregard all that rubbish about Scottish frugality. Their generosity is overwhelming.
Well, how do you feel?
Surprisingly well. How about you?
I've never felt better in my life.
You too?
Maybe the sun gave me the power that I can swim on floors and be home in half an hour. Maybe the air gave me a cry, but I'm all aglow and alive. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why it's in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell strikes the wheel, I could swear I was falling. I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. When we walk up the rain,
All over did we say it was almost like being in love. Put your arms deep in mine, make the world kind of wide. It was
almost like being in love. Like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Right, Caroline.
Darling.
Thank you, dearie.
Well, I think it's time we start heading back.
Well, I don't see what that big hurry is. Let's stick around. After all, how often do you?
What's wrong?
I must be a little touched. Listen to this. Mary, Elizabeth Blank to Andrew McLaren. July 2nd, 1765.
So what's so amazing about that? People used to get married back then.
Wait. Children. Fiona, born March 23rd, 1768. And Jean, born January 3rd, 1774.
Well,
But Fiona's 24 and she has a sister 6 years younger named Jean.
well,
But those are the two sisters in this Bible.
ridiculous. They're just public named after them.
Jean's getting married today. Did you know that?
Yes.
Do you know the name of the guy she's marrying?
They told me this happened. Some guy by the name of Dalrymple.
Well, get this. Mary, Jean McLaren and Charles McPherson Dalrymple. May 3rd, 1793. Now what do you say?
Congratulations.
No region on the map. No homes in the whole town. Thanks, Mr. Somebody, for doing something about a miracle and one of the other things I passed over when I was out with Fiona this time.
You know that hydrogen fibroid I was with this afternoon? John Walker.
I think that's sense to me. I think it's a little like a damn fool.
Oh, why are you getting so worked up? Thanks for happy to disregard 200 years of human being bang ladder.
But I spent the most wonderful day of my life. Now we're running something like this. Doesn't make any sense.
It does to me. It just means that batty people relax you.
She's not batty. She can't be. Fiona, there must be a logical explanation to this. Even logical enough for you. Fiona,
They don't have to explain a thing to me. I don't care.
Oh, Tommy,
come here.
Tommy, what is it?
Is this your name here in this Bible?
I and why? Oh,
Seems someone has lashed up your looks.
Well, come on. What does it mean? Is there an explanation for it or isn't there?
that is. But I cannot tell you.
Is there anybody who can? I'd like to know.
You'll have to speak to the donkey.
The who?
Mr. Lundy, our schoolmaster.
Where does he live?
Down the road in a street.
He doesn't fit the things he does. Mr. Lundy is a great man. All right, Tommy, I'll take it home. I had to watch you because I was hoping we could have this day together.
What's that got to do with it?
It's just going to be so hard for you to believe he's going to tell you. I think there's something wrong with us when you leave. I just know it.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Come on, now.
Is this informal or should I wear my three-cornered hat?
Come on, I said. from? We're from New York.
We're from New York.
Uh-huh.
Yes, New York.
I heard thee.
Mr. Murphy, sir, I think very gratefully let us explain these gentlemen a little bit about Brigadoon. They've heard and seen a great deal, and they're very perplexed indeed.
Perplexed is right.
And I want him, them, to know.
I want him. I mean them to know. Will you be seated, gentlemen?
Thanks.
Are you staying, Fiona?
If I may, sir, I'd love to hear Todd again.
Of course.
From what I gather, nobody can talk about anything around here but you. Is that right?
No, that's wrong. Mr. Forsythe could have told you.
Forsythe. I've heard about him, but I don't think I met him.
Well, likely not. I think he's dead.
That would stand in the way, I suppose.
Let me warn you, before I begin, that what I'm going to tell you, you will not believe.
It's okay, I've been warned already. But why would I believe it?
Because what happened in Brigadoon was a miracle. And most folk do not believe in miracles. Miracles require faith. And faith seems to be as dead as...
Mr. Forsythe?
Aye. Now, if an outsider who chanced to come upon Brigadoon were to hear the tale from the lips of someone in town, he'd think the lass or lad were daft, and that could lead to many unpleasant and humiliating things for the poor lass or lad. I wouldn't it?
I suppose so.
I suppose so. So, only I can talk to strangers about the miracle.
It never occurred to you that anybody might think you're crazy?
You might very well, but it wouldn't hurt me. I'd just pity you. Now this miracle happened, let's see. What is today?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. That means this miracle happened exactly 200 years ago. 200 years ago, the Highlands of Scotland were plagued with witches. Wicked sorcerers who were taking the Scottish folk away from the teachings of God and putting the devil in their souls. They were indeed horrible, destructive women. I do not suppose you have such women in your world.
Witches?
We still have them. We just pronounce it differently.
It didn't matter that they were not real sorcerers, mind, because both ye and I know there are no such thing. But their influence was very real indeed. Now in Brigadoon, we had an old minister of the church, Mr. Forsythe, and a good man he was.
The kindest man in Scotland.
I believe he was. No one ever loved his parish as did Mr. Forsythe, but he was grown old, and it grieved him that one day soon he would leave behind all those so dear to him. But most of all, he worried about the witches. They had not come to Brigadoon yet, but he knew there was a band of them coming our way, and he began to wonder if there were not something he could do to protect the folk of his parish, not only from them, but from all the evils that might come to Brigadoon from the outside world after he died.
What a kind man.
For many days he walked through the glen thinking. And if you chanced to pass his house any hour of the night, you'd see the candles lit and Mr. Forsythe sitting in his chair thinking. Then one day he came to me and told me he had decided to ask God for a miracle.
This part is so nice. I could cry just thinking about it.
He consulted with me because he knew I have a highly logical mind. And he figured as long as he was going to be asking God for a miracle, it might as well be a well-organized miracle. So for many days I walked with him through the glen, and for many nights I sat with him by candlelight. Finally, Mr. Forsythe decided what he was going to pray for. And early on a Wednesday morning, right after midnight, he went out to a hill beyond the Brigadoon and made his prayer to God. There in the hush of a sleeping world, he asked God to make Brigadoon and all the people in it vanish into the Highland mist. Vanish, but not for always. It would all return, just as it were, one day every 100 years. The people would go on leading their customary lives, but each morning when they awoke, 'twould be 100 years later. And the next morning, when we awoke, 'twas 100 years later.
God.
You see, in this way, Mr. Forsyth's figure would be no change in the lives of the people. They just wouldn't have been any century long enough to be touched by it.
You mean you go to bed at night and when you wake up the next morning, it's 100 years later?
Aye?
Then every day is 100 years later.
Aye.
Well, what happened to the minister?
We never saw him again. You see, he realized that to ask for such a miracle, some sacrifice would have to be made, and he wanted to be the one to make it. Which is why he went out to the hill beyond Brigadoon, where if the miracle were granted, he would never see Brigadoon again.
All this happened 200 years ago?
Aye, lad, which you see is only 2 days ago to us. Mr. Forsyth had intended to ask for the miracle on Tuesday, but Charles Dalrymple was in school in Edinburgh and not expected back till Tuesday late. Mr. Forsyth, not wanting anything to go wrong with the wedding, postponed praying till Charlie got back.
Wasn't that sweet of him?
Let's suppose somebody gets fed up and wants to leave.
He cannot leave.
You mean I'm going to stay here now?
No, lad. But according to Mr. Forsyth's contract with God, if anyone of Brigadoon should leave, the enchantment is broken for all.
And
That night when we go to sleep, Brigadoon will disappear forever.
now, look, I'm not saying I believe all this. But let's just suppose somebody from the outside, well, somebody like me wanted to stay. Could he?
Aye, lad, he could. Mr. Forsyth provided for that.
Didn't miss a trick, did he?
No, he didn't. A stranger can stay if he loves someone here. Not just Brigadoon, mind you, but someone in Brigadoon. Enough to want to give up everything and stay with that one person for the rest of his life. Which is how it should be, because after all, lad, if you love someone deeply enough, anything is possible.
I think I like that part the best.
Shouldn't ye be changing for the wedding?
Oh, I had. Tommy, will I see you later?
Yes, I'll be here.
Thank you, Tommy.
I think I want to see this place evaporates, like you say.
I'm almost ready now. Goodbye, Mr. Lundy.
She's a dear lass.
I'm finding that out. Tell me, Mr. Lumley, you people are all perfectly happy living in this little town?
Aye, lad. After all, sunlight can peep through a wee hole.
But at night, when you go to bed, what's it like?
Well, for me, 'tis like being carried on shadowy arms to a far-off cloud where I float till morning. Yet sometimes I think I hear strange voices.
Voices?
They say no words I can remember, but they seem to be filled with a fearful longing, and often they seem to be calling me back. I've pondered on it while I'm awake, and I feel I'm here in the outside world. There must be a lot of folk out there who like a Brigadoon. Oh, it's time for the wedding! most villages this would be a calamitous thing, but we know 'tis a blessing. When there is no minister present, 'tis perfectly proper, according to the laws of Scotland, for two people to be wed by sincere mutual consent. There need be nothing in writing. All that's necessary is the promise of love as long as you both are on earth. Go ahead, lad.
I shall love you till I die, and make all efforts to be a good and honest husband to you.
And so much will I try to be a fine and loving wife.
Kiss her. Mr. Forsyth, I know would have liked to have been here, but if you both be good and true to each other, can I help but live in the grace of God? And Mr. Forsyth could have asked no more than that.
Are we married now, Mr. Lundy?
Are we married now, Mr. Lundy? Aye, lad, you're married!
Leave me alone!
Thank
a prayer of a free carry me to his death.
Looks like he fell on a rock and it crushed in his head.
Nobody wanted what had his written down. All that we wished was to keep him from leaving the town. Looking, I understand. There's no sense for a song to be said, but if this was clear, God's own hand, and we want to be grateful and glad about it. Lord, may we never prove of the bad you have said. Don't call the rest to tomorrow that we don't despair.
They'll find he's dead tomorrow. Tell them all is right. There should be no more sorrow on this wedding night. Thanks to heaven, thanks to heaven, thank the powers that be, we all will see another morning. Thanks to heaven, thanks to heaven, thank them again, you get another
It's over my time over there. Well, Father?
She's all right. He was stopped.
Thank heaven. Was he hurt bad?
No, dearie. Just scratched a bit. There's no need for grieving now. We must get on with the wedding supper.
You didn't get away, Mr. McLaren?
No, Archie.
Where's my son? I want to see him. I thank God you stopped him from a terrible intention. But I want to see my son.
He's all right now, Archie. He's in good hands. Besides, it's best to be left alone for a while. Come, join us for a bit of supper.
I'm too ashamed to fall on him. I cannot join you.
But, Archie, come, everybody, back to the glen for some food and ale. The alarm is over.
Angus? Have you seen Tommy?
The American Fiona. No, I did not think he came back with us.
Come, Fiona.
Fiona!
Tommy! Oh, thank God. I thought you would have gone.
No, I didn't go. I couldn't.
Are you all right then?
Of course I'm all right.
Oh, thank God. I would have died if anything had happened to me. I love you so.
You... Well, how can you be sure after just one day?
You didn't know? It's just when a lass falls in her otter blood. She knows it's right away.
I wish my emotions could be that clear to me.
Why?
Because I have a sensation I'm hearing my own secret being told.
You mean you think you're in love with me?
Think, what could the thinking do? If I thought about it, it wouldn't make any more sense than the miracle. But what I feel is something else.
What do you feel then, Tommy?
I love you, Fiona. It's like all there is to it.
I've been wanting to hear you say it. Even if it be at the last minute, Alex.
The last minute?
Aye. Soon now, 'tis the end of our day.
And then you... But Fiona, I can't leave you. Not now, I can't. Wait a minute. Didn't Lundy say someone could stay if he loves someone enough?
Aye.
Well, that's for me. Where do I go? Who do I talk to? Where do I get a passport to disappear?
Oh, Tommy. I think you better go talk to Mr. Lundy.
I don't want to be without you ever again. I'd be afraid to.
Hi.
Jeff, I'm not going back.
Just for the record, what are you talking about?
I'm staying here.
You're pulling my Bonnie's leg, aren't you?
No, I've never been more serious in my life. I tell you, Jeff, in one day, I feel more a part of her and all of this than I ever did about Jane or anybody or anything back home.
My dear boy, that's because it has been one day. Don't you realize if you stay here, it's for always?
I know.
And you know how long always is around here? One hell of a long time.
I know.
You know, this is not like a trial marriage. You can't change your mind after trying out for 600 or 700 years.
I wonder want to.
How can you be positive there'll never come a time that you will miss your friends, your family, the life you belong to? How can you be sure of that now?
Because, well, here's where I know you'll think I'm crazy. I believe in it. And what's more, I believe in this place.
You do not. You just think you do. This Highland voodoo town doesn't make any more sense to you than it does to me. How can you believe in something if you don't understand it? When you leave here, in a few weeks, or even just a few days, you're going to forget all about it. You're not going to feel a thing. That's the way a dream is.
What do you mean, dream?
That's what this is, a dream. Right now, you're not really moved by it. You just think you are.
Well, how do you know?
Believe me, I do. Did you see that funeral that went by here a moment ago?
Yeah, why?
I'm responsible for it.
What do you mean?
Harry beat me. I killed him.
You did what?
I killed him. It was an accident, of course, but nevertheless, I killed him. Tonight out in the forest, I suddenly saw him running by me, and without really thinking what I was doing, I stuck out my foot, and down he went. And then I heard his head hit a rock with a very nasty thud.
Oh, God, Jeff. I'm so sorry.
What for?
Well, you must feel half dead inside.
On the contrary, I don't feel anything.
You actually don't feel anything?
Nothing. Except like going home.
But why don't you?
Because I told you, this is a dream. A good one for you, a bad one for me.
Well,
You see, I've confused you, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
And if you really believed in this place as much as you say you did, then I couldn't do that. I'll wait for you outside town.
Tommy, what did he mean by that?
Fiona tells me you want to stay, lad.
Tommy, what is it?
It's no good, Fiona. I'm leaving. And it isn't because I don't love you. I think I do. I guess I just don't trust my own feelings.
You mean you don't think you can accept everything?
That's about it, I guess.
You'd better hurry, Fiona. There's not much time left. Dinna be too ashamed of yourself, Tommy. It's the hardest thing in all the world to give up everything. Though it is usually the only way to get everything.
Do you understand it all?
I just decided I don't like it. It's not near as good as the whiskey my mother used to make. Give me some gin.
What do you have with it?
A little bourbon.
Yes, sir.
What time is it, Frank? I think my watch has stopped.
6:10.
I better drink up and get out of here. Pour me another. I like drinking Porto de Porto.
It's just about time for Miss Ashton to call.
Who?
Jane Ashton, Mr. Albright's fiancée. Don't tell me you don't remember her.
All right, I won't. What about it?
Well, just about this time, every day, she either calls or comes in, or both, looking for Mr. Albright.
She does she?
Yes, from what I gathered, she can't find him.
Well, thanks for the warning. I think I'll drink up and get the hell out of here.
Don't you like Miss Ashton, sir?
Very much, but not when she's stalking Mr. Albright. I tell you something, Frank. Scratch the surface of any woman, and she'll enjoy it.
Where is Mr. Albright?
Oh, I don't know. He packed up his bags and quit his job about a month ago and vanished like Brigadoon.
Like who?
Oh, that was the name of my brother who ran away from home.
Mr. Albright, nice to see you.
Tommy! Tommy, my old buddy Tommy!
How you doing, Jeff? How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's my old buddy Tommy. He's back. Where the hell have you been?
On a farm in New Hampshire.
On a farm? Messing around with all that dirty dirt? What were you doing up there?
Enjoying myself. Right socially, Frank.
Well, after you get married, if you enjoy it so much, why don't you buy yourself one?
I wonder if I want to get married, Jeff.
Why?
Because, my dear old tank, I'm in love with someone else. And I cannot get over it.
Oh.
And the trouble is, since I can't be with her, I can't be with anyone. That's why I went away. So many things remind me of her. You know, I'll be talking to people and they'll say one little word that opens the door to a memory for me. Suddenly I don't hear them anymore. I'm a few thousand miles away with her. And slowly I'll drift back to the conversation. Then they'll ask me a question. And I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I haven't heard a word.
You must be fascinating company.
When I'm alone, it's easier.
Tommy!
Jane.
What a wonderful surprise.
Hello, Jane.
When did you get back?
Hello, Jeff.
A little while ago.
How are you, Jane?
I've been worried half to death about you.
Fine, Jeff. How are you?
Let me look at you.
Well, I've had this cold, but other than
I
that.
must say, you look wonderful.
So do you, Jane.
Well, I don't want to eat and run, so I think I'll go up to my room and have a drink.
I'll see you later, Jeff.
Hello.
Goodbye. Oh, Frank, put this on my bill.
Your bill, sir, is awfully high.
So am I, Frank.
Tommy, why didn't you write me?
Nothing to say, I guess. Drink?
Chardonnay, please. And why didn't you wire me for coming back into New York? After all, darling, I did think you'd be in time to call me or come to me or something.
Maybe.
You mean you even consider it?
What?
Well, commuting 60 miles out of New York.
No, I don't want to do that.
I didn't think so, and that's what I told Mr. Jackson.
Who?
Herbert Jackson.
Oh. Who's he?
I just told you. He's a real estate man I've been working with. I told him you'd call him.
I can hardly wait.
Please do. I'm trying so hard to arrange everything. By the way, do you still want Jeff to stand up for you?
Yes. Well, if he can, why?
Nothing. It's just that he's been so impossible these days. Everyone is bored to death with him.
Well, I'm not interested in everyone. Especially everyone we know.
You've certainly been antisocial since you returned from Scotland. If you really want to get away from everybody, why don't we take Mr. Jackson's house? It's far away on top of a high, beautiful hill.
Thank you.
No.
No what?
I can't go through with it. There's going to be no wedding next month.
You mean you're postponing it again?
No. I'm not postponing it. I'm calling it off for good.
Calling it off?
I can't do it. Ever.
You have a nerve. After all this time I've waited for you and tried to be patient and put up with your idiotic whims and temperament.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You've been wonderfully kind to me. It's just that something strange happened a few months ago. Now I don't fit in here anymore.
I think you're going clean out of your mind. I refuse to stand here this far and talk about it. Let's go home.
Go home, go home, go home, goodbye, dear. Go home, go home, go home.
Hey, do you think anyone else is going to put up with your nonsense? You're raving mad. So you think that over Mr. Albright when you're all alone.
I think real love is not being in love in vain, but not being in love at all.
You understood me, Noah. I did.
Walking through the heaven, we were
Hello, room 732, please. Jeff, are you sober? I want to go back to Scotland. I said I want to go back to Scotland. Never mind what for. Do you want to come with me? Well, you get plane reservations right away. I know it isn't there, but I want to see where it was. I want to go back. Do you hear me? I want to go back. I want to go back.
Unbelievable. Awful and unbelievable.
What's awful and unbelievable?
To think that somewhere out there, somewhere between the mist and the stars, somebody I lost so terribly. She's not dead, she's only asleep, and yet I'll never see her again.
You mean we came all this way for you just to say that? You could have told me that on the phone in New York for a quarter.
No. I'll tell you why. I had to come back and see for myself that it really wasn't here.
Well, that's not the way it was for me. So much like a dream to me now, I have to work hard to convince myself that it ever happened at all.
That's the difference between us, Jeff.
Tell me about it.
I found that sometimes what you believe in becomes more real to you than all the things you can explain away and understand. God, why do people have to loose in to find out what they need?
We'll take one last look around and let's get walking. I got lost around here somewhere.